Welcome to day one of the 216 Muscle 8-week Summer Ready Challenge. Today's day is not a workout day. All right, today's day is a prep day. It's day one. Get your mind right, ease you into some things. But if you do want to get an active workout in today, I recommend something simple, just some cardio. Cardio workouts need to be 30 to 45 minutes a day. If you want to go over that, some people will do 60, 30 to 45 minutes. Keep your heart rate between 120 and 150 for a slow, steady burn. We'll talk about high intensity interval cardio later. After the cardio, I get into some basic body weight movements. Push-ups, sit-ups, crunches, 5 sets. For me, I'll usually do 5 sets of 50 push-ups, 5 sets of 30 crunches or sit-ups. When I'm training to get super tight or summer ready, like we are right now, this is my normal morning routine. Push-ups are a perfect exercise that work your chest, back, shoulders, core, everything pretty much except for your legs, which got a good workout during the cardio on the run. Then I'm working my core with some sit-ups or some crunches. So everything gets worked. If I happen to not get a workout in later, I'm good for the day. It releases endorphins into my system, great energy, and I'm ready to rock and roll. Your success over the next 8 weeks is completely up to you. We are all here to support, encourage, and help one another to achieve our goals. But ultimately, we got to look ourselves in the mirror and say, what am I going to do to achieve this goal? The workouts that I'm providing, you do not have to do my workouts. You can do whatever workouts you want to do. You can modify however you want. You can really eat whatever you want. But this plan is designed specifically for you to achieve your goals over the next 8 weeks. Feel free to ask questions. Hey, can I eat this? Can I eat that? That's why we have our private Facebook group set up. That is just an advantage for you to have. And the reason I do that is so that when you ask a question, someone else that may have that question can get an answer as well. But I do want you guys to be dedicated to what you're doing. Let's share those workouts. Let's share those meals. Everything that we have here for you is designed specifically to help you achieve your goals. So with that being said, the workouts that are provided for you on the 216 Muscle YouTube channel are directly designed to help you achieve your goals. We'll have workouts at home for those of you that don't have a gym membership, and then we do have workouts that you can do in the gym. Now, in a gym, you're going to have way more equipment than what you have at home, so those are more advanced workouts. So the people that are going to the gym kind of have an advantage. But that's not to say that you can't get a great workout in at home. When you see the workouts that we put together, you're going to have less rest periods at home than you normally would in a gym to try to get them in for you and so that you can keep your heart rate up to burn more calories because you're probably not going to be lifting with the same type of resistance or weight that you would see someone lifting with in the gym. So now let's talk about the meal plan and water intake. In some of the past challenges, I have had some of the participants asking about how much food you're eating. I actually recommend downloading an app, something similar to MyFitnessPal, where you can load the meals in, see how many calories it is. It breaks down the macros for you, and it'll show you exactly just how much you're eating. These meals are not designed for you to be full when they're done. This is why there are snacks in between, and you're also going to have your water intake, which we're going to talk about in a second. These meals are designed to feed your body, not feed your taste buds. I've had people say, I don't necessarily like eating this, or I don't necessarily like eating that. The purpose of this meal plan is fuel. All right, we're all here to change our bodies, get summer ready, and be in better shape. So we're sacrificing flavor and taste on some levels right now to get to that ultimate goal. Same thing when it comes to seasoning. You want to limit your sodium intake. I myself am a fan of no sodium Mrs. Dash, lemon pepper, onion powder instead of onion salt. So you want to make sure you're limiting the sodium intake. Now, I do use frozen foods because my schedule is so tight that, it's hard to honestly get to the grocery store regular enough to use fresh. But if you can do fresh meat and vegetable over frozen, that's another way to limit your sodium intake. In the beginning, it may seem like a lot trying to finish all of your meals, But as you're working out more and more consistently, your body will utilize that fuel into developing lean muscle, which helps burn fat. All right. Now let's talk about that water intake. When you're talking about water, you hear people with the gallon challenge and things of that nature. Then you also hear the standard of 8 glasses of water a day. The 8 glasses of water a day standard is designed for a 185-pound man or a 135-pound woman that are not active, that are sedentary. The more activity that you do in your life, you need more water, because as you're sweating, burning calories, you need that water. It's also helping to protect your joints and flush out toxins in your system. So what I recommend, whether you go with a gallon a day or you can take the mathematical equation that they recommend. Take your body weight, cut it in half. That is the minimum level of water that you should be drinking every day. For example, if you're a 200-pound individual, you should be drinking 100 ounces of water minimum every day. And then the more active you are, the more ounces of water you add. For example, myself, I'm currently about 245 pounds. I'll drink a gallon to a gallon and a half a day, depending on my activity level. The last thing I want to cover today is picture submission. When you're submitting your pictures, please don't send a reply to the welcome email that was sent to you. It creates a lot of mess, and I got to figure out who's who and what's what. And I need to be able to put everything in a folder. It just makes it a little easier for myself. And also make sure your pictures are full body. All right. We want to be able to see feet to head through all of the pictures. And if it's a photo with your arms up, then it needs to be feet to arms. All right. To the top of your hands. Everything needs to be seen in the photo. Lighting. You want to make yourself look as good as possible in these pictures because it's a challenge and you want to win. But you want to make sure you have good lighting for these photos. So make sure you don't have lighting behind you in the photos. If you have a solid wall somewhere in your home, that's actually the best. Pictures, paintings, mirrors, anything like that behind the photograph obscure the picture. So if you can find a solid wall, and again, you want to be top to bottom for all of your photos as well. Make sure when you're submitting those that they're sent in a separate email to info@216muscle.com. Please do not send them as a reply to the welcome email. So in closing, welcome to the 216 Muscle 8-week Summer Ready Challenge. For today, if you want to work out, great. But what I would like you to do today is just focus on prep. If you haven't done your grocery shopping already, make sure you get that done. Get your meals cooked, prepared, and ready to go for the week. Get your mind and your body ready to go for the week. Have your water ready if you're doing water bottles, if you do a gallon jug, whatever you got to do. Make sure everything is ready to go. Get your photos submitted. Again, make sure we're full body, top to bottom, that needs to be submitted today. For my ladies, of course, this is always based on your own personal comforts. Bra top, shorts that show the thighs. For your fellas, trunks that show the thighs, show the body. All right. If you are not comfortable with that, that's fine. But again, these are for you. So even if you don't submit photos in the bra top and the shorts and just the trunks, take those pictures for yourself. When you have to do your side-by-side comparisons, we want to make sure we have that, because just looking in the mirror doesn't always do it. Take your week 1 photo. I recommend PhotoGrid is an app that I use. Take your week 1 photo, create a grid. Week 1, week 3, week 5, and final. And put them all side by side. See just how successful you were. And just as a recommendation to make things easier, save me a little time. When you're submitting your photos, if you can put them together side by side and send them that way, that helps as well. But today, get your meals done, get your photos done, get your mind right, because then workouts start tomorrow and it's time to go. 8 weeks, summer ready. Let's get it. It's just work.